Okay, so I need to like take a deep breath. I have a family car and I have another car that I bought for like $2,100 just so I could rent it out to Uber and Lyft drivers, and that was so I could make some money. And I ended up buying the red Ford Focus. Now, my family car started having issues, so I paid the $1,600 to go put it in the shop and get it fixed. It had multiple things that were wrong with it. It got taken care of in 3 hours, and I went and picked it up. And then that was March. Then in May, I had to fix something. It was $424. I paid that. This Ford Focus needed $600, so I paid that. Then I feel like I should get gas here. It's $2.97. I just got to take a deep breath. But oh my God, I just feel like I'm smart. But sometimes, like, this is like why therapy is so good, because you get to like bounce ideas off of someone. But my family car needed for $1,600, then $424, and then it needed another $300 for the tires. And then my steering wheel was shaking so bad that I was concerned that it was gonna just shut down. But then my Pathfinder's my family car just stopped. It just stopped, and when it stopped, I was like, oh my gosh. And so it was after I got out the club, and one of the homeless men there was just like, hey, he had like a flashlight on his phone, and he was saying, he'll bring over, and he was like, hey, you know what you need? You need to get you some Coke, because Coca-Cola is going to remove all this rust. You have a lot of rust on here. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Do you mind providing me the space that I need to feel comfortable? It's 4 a.m. All the clubs are closed. I just finished shutting down this club. I need you to just give me the space that I need. So he backed up, and I ended up getting it jumped. And so when I found the jumper cable was to get it jumped, then it worked. But I had agreed to another shift after that. So from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. I think it was. And so when I got to the next location, I heard it just shut off. And I didn't hear it shut off. I actually started it again, and I heard it not start. Correction. And so I just parked, did that shift, started getting a little sleepy, but I was just like, hey, I'm going to pick up another shift, but I won't be able to move my car when this parade starts and things like that. So I went to AutoZone, and they do a diagnostic test, which tests the transmission, the alternator, and I ended up just getting a new battery because I had a warranty. So I got a new battery, and it didn't stop anymore. So now exclusively the issue is just the shaky steering wheel. So I was still not gonna want to pay any more money. I just felt like this was too much. I did not pay for the battery. It was a warranty, and I ended up going and getting a brand new a used car, a gently used car. So I went to the dealership, got a Volkswagen, and then I had to pay $500 plus a month, and then $240 because they were like, hey, we're not allowed to let you leave unless you get full coverage insurance. I was like, I've never even had full coverage. I always have liability because like that's just what I can afford. That's the bracket I'm in. And they're like, oh, sorry, so I can get you a cheaper one, but you must have full coverage in order to leave with this car. So I wasn't just having to pay $500 anymore. Now I'm having to pay $700 a month, and I'm like, $700 extra dollars. The main reason I went into this dealership is because one, I had the capability. I was already paying monthly on repairs, and now it made sense for me to just go ahead and enjoy the knowledge that this car isn't going to stop at me. It's not going to abandon me. I'm not going to have to be put in vulnerable situations. But dang, it's going to cost me $700 in order to do that. Oh my gosh. So I was just like, I guess I have to pick up more shifts, but I'm already doing that. And so what I decided was I'm going to rent out the car. So I started renting out the car with the gentleman that said, hey, we can go 40-60 on it. And we can go 50-50 on it. You'll have to rent out 2 cars with me in order to go 40-60. All I had was the Atlas. When I told him that I'm paying monthly, he was just like, yo, I can at least work with you and do 40-60 up until a certain time period. So let me give you some time to just figure it out. So I'm doing that now. So that was last month. No. That was at the top of this month, June, when I actually got a brand new used car and rented it out. I literally waited days before I rented it out because I knew that I was going to enjoy being in there. My Bluetooth connecting, because this is a 2008 Ford Focus, right? So there's just a different experience being in an older car and a newer car. So I gave it to him, and actually just got paid for the second time yesterday, and that's been going great. The problem is it is too hot and I can no longer endure. And it is just June and I'm in Texas. It is getting progressively hot, and I am literally I paid $600 for the air to get fixed in here, and turns out in conjunction with the air compressor, there's also something else. I forgot the name of it. But I just am not made of money. I need to be comfortable. And in order to have the peace of mind that I need, my well-being needs to be satisfied by a plethora or just really significant notes of comfort. Like, help me out that all that I'm working all day every day is for a purpose. So to work hard outside as a security guard and then come in my car and still experience the same heat, yikes. I just cannot. I understand my mindset then, and I have reverence for the thought process that I was using to come to that conclusion to rent out that car in order to pay it. Because I made $500 in 1 week. He also had to made $500, but because expenses, because I used it for a day, he had to go get it cleaned and fill it up with gas. That was deducted from my portion, which was superior to his, but it had to be deducted. I made it in 1 week, which means that does make sense. How to, on that end, I'm wanting to now retrieve my car off of that rental rotation and then now put this car. This car is not going to generate as much money, but if it's going to be enough, then it makes sense. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to invest money here so where somebody can endure using this long term. But I deserve to be in Bluetooth and air coming out from several pathways in my vehicle.